Good afternoon, football fans, and welcome to today's live stream between the Lyon College Fighting Scots and number 17 ranked Langston University Lions. I'm Todd Coleman here with Rodney Stroud. We'll be bringing you play-by-play in color this afternoon. Rodney, welcome to the booth.
Thank you. Glad to be here.
So today's contest pits Lyon College, a record of 3-1 overall, 2-0 in the Sooner Athletic Conference, against the Langston University Lions, 2-1 and 1-0, ranked number 17. Both of these teams sit atop the standings early in the season, so we hope to have a good matchup. Lyon College coming off a very impressive victory last week against Texas Wesleyan, racking up 53 points and close to 500 yards. So.
Yeah, but they were throwing the ball all over the lot.
So we hope to see a competitive game this afternoon. Temperature in Batesville is in the low 80s, some high clouds, and the wind will not be a factor in today's game. It's pretty still around today. So
good day for football.
It is an excellent day for football. Lyon College captains have come onto the field. Lyon will be wearing their white uniforms trimmed in navy blue. Captains for today's game are number 16, Josh Abel, number 20, Sam Taylor, number 22, Cameron Collins, number 35, Clayton Thrasher, and number 55, Jason Viasiolia. There we go. And Langston's captains will be number 72, Trevin Carson, number 90, Justin Wade. Number 44, their big running back, Tim Whitfield. And one other one out there got lost in it.
Number one.
Number 1, Glenn Irons. The officials for today's game are referee Dan Schwinger, umpire Pete Mata, head linesman Eric Reinhardt, line judge Richard Walters, side judge Aaron Barakaniski, field judge Andrew Marcellus, center judge Ted Rojas, and the back judge, Jason Schote.
So far, Todd, the officials have done a really good job. I can't really complain about any calls yet.
Let's see if they get the coin flip right.
Yeah.
Remember that game a few years ago? The Steelers, they kind of messed it up. So he flipped it back over his head and landed on the 45-yard line.
Well, let's see here. I think that little kid put it in his pocket. Langston deferred. My guess is Lyon's going to take the football.
Lyon will receive.
Yep. Defending the, was that the east? That'd be the west. East?
Well, now that we have the formalities out of the way, we're ready for some football. Langston is a historical block university located in Oklahoma. Perennial national power in NAIA. This is their second trip to Arkansas. A few weeks ago, they went over to Pine Bluff and played UAPB.
Yeah, they kind of got run into a buzzsaw against the Golden Lions. Here come the Scots.
There's just something about a nice, crisp white uniform.
Yeah.
It looks really good. Looks really good. Scots are led by Coach Casey Crehan. This is his second year at Lyon College.
Coach Crehan brings a wealth of professional experience to Lyon.
He probably didn't have any 80-degree October days in the Canadian League.
No, I don't think so. I'm wondering if it's hard for him to get his players set. Or he just lets them run up to the line.
So in preparation for today's game, Rodney, I didn't know much about Langston University, so I did a little looking, and they have numerous famous alumni from their school.
Who would they be?
So Marcus Haynes, that was with the Harlem Globetrotters.
Globetrotters, yeah.
Yes. Cowboy fans may remember Thomas Hollywood Henderson from the mid-'70s.
He was a player.
A few years ago, the Vikings had a receiver named Matthew Hatchett. He played for a few other teams.
Him.
And then from our pop culture reference, Jennifer Hudson went to school there, but didn't graduate. All right, so
I think she's doing okay for herself, though.
I think she is. She is.
I don't believe Lyon has any former NFL players or former players in the NFL. Maybe someday.
That will be a goal to aspire to. So I guess we got a little confused on who won what, because it looks like Lyon's is going to kick off Langston will receive.
So, yeah, surely we didn't elect to kick off. I've never seen a coach do that, I don't think, unless the wind was bad or the weather.
So kicking off for the Scots will be number 19, Ignacio Gomez.
Affectionately known as Nacho.
From Wilmer, Texas. Down south of the Dallas area. So it says that Ignacio went to Ferris High School. Interesting, their mascot are the wheels.
The Ferris wheels.
The Ferris wheels.
Now, did you just make that up?
I might have, but I went through Ferris a lot growing up. So here we are. We're about to put it in play.
Pin them deep, Nacho.
Project. Like that one's going to reach the end zone.
Yep.
And goes through the back of the end zone for a touchback. So Langston will put the ball in play at the 25 or 20. This is NCAA is 25. What's NAIA? Same thing, 25-yard line. So first and 10 for the 25 for the Langston Tigers.
Lions.
Or
Bears. Oh, my.
It's a fuzzy animal. So here come the Lions take the field.
That's going to be confusing all day, Lions versus Lion.
Mm-hmm. So they'll start at quarterback number 8, Raekwon Washington. It's like they've elected to take the ball.
Is Raekwon the lefty?
He is the lefty, yes. Raekwon's from Houston, Springfield Westfield High School. Whitfield lines up as a single back behind him, split receivers to the bottom of the field.
We think they're going to run it.
Motion left, comes back right. Inside handoff to Whitfield, right up the middle. Gets about 3 yards.
33 right there.
Tackled by number 33, Chris Reese. And number 20, Sam Taylor.
Yeah, I thought he only got about 3. That's not a bad first play.
So second and 7. 14-22 in the first quarter, just getting started. Split backs, goes in motion. Inside handoff again to Whitfield. He's stacked up.
Yeah, nice play.
Not much room at all there. 94, Kareem Warren clogged that up pretty fast.
And then the linebacker came up and made the stop.
So looking at 3rd and 6 from the 29.
This would be big to get them a 3 and out right off the bat.
So we got trips to the bottom of the field. 2 up top, empty backfield.
Get some pressure.
Quick pass. Overthrows his man.
Incomplete. 25 was on coverage.
Nice coverage by Justin Gamage. So the Lyon College Fighting Scots defense puts up a 3 and out on their first possession by the Langston Lions. It's always a good way to start the ball game.
I like that Satterfield's back to receive here because last week, if he touched it, it was a touchdown. So,
interesting punt formation. Snap is back. Nice low spiral. Satterfield takes it to the 35. Cuts up field and is hit immediately by 42 Malcolm Johnson, a freshman DB from Houston, Texas. So the Scots take over at their own 39, 1st and 10.
Good field position for the first possession. This would be a big one if we could put some points on the board early.
Scots will be led to the line by Isaiah Bradford. Had a great game last week, throwing for over 400 yards and 5 touchdowns.
Which I think was a school record, both the yardage and the touchdowns for a single game.
Single back. Satterfield comes in motion, pinches in a little closer. Inside handoff to number 12, Jaden Grant.
Not much there.
Gets about 1 on the carry.
He's tackled by a host of Lions.
Langston wearing a orange top with blue pants.
Lions have some beef in the middle.
Some big old boys up
99.
there.
317 pounds.
So second 8 for the Scots from their own 41. Come out, twins left. Have two backs in the backfield, one flanking each side.
Orion just out of here on an island.
Swing pass to Dakota Braswell. Breaks one tackle up to the 50.
It's going to be real close. No, he's
Looks
marked
like
out before the 50.
Marked him at the
40. It's going to be
48.
about third and 2.
He's pushed out of bounds by number 26, Devian DeRosso.
3rd and 1.
So the Scots are looking at 3rd and 1 from their 48.
Bradford throws a nice ball, Todd.
That was a good pass. Perfect timing. Hit his runner and his receiver in stride. Was able to pick up 7 or 8 yards. Leaving a very manageable 3rd and 1. Quick pitch. Lots of room. Dakota Braswell
Nice.
picks up the first down and more.
He's going to go down at about the 40.
So we have our first down of the game picked up by the Scots. Devin DeRusso again was on the tackle for Langston. So 1st and 10 for the Scots at Langston's 40-yard line. 11:52 in the first quarter. Lions opening drive. First 3 plays results in a first down. We've got trips left, single back. Looks to pass again, hit Braswell in the flat. He makes a good catch, but it's upended very quickly by number 15, Justin Herbert.
Yeah, he gained about 1, a little, maybe 2. It's a nice tackle out there in the flats.
The 2nd and 8 for the Scots from the 38.
We've yet to try Mr. Satterfield. I'd like to see the ball go toward him.
So we've got twins to the lower side of the field. Satterfield's at the top. Flanked by one running back. Low snap, makes a good recovery. Flicks it out to Braswell.
He had some
just
room
off his
too.
fingertips. Timing got messed up on that play with the low snap.
He was open. He had some room if he could have made that catch. They had good coverage downfield. He checked down to the back out there.
So 3rd and 8, 10:53. Clock stops on an incomplete pass. We'll see what the Scots, what formation. We got an empty backfield. We got trips left. Twins to the top. Four-man rush. Bradford steps back, scrambles right, looks around. He's just going to throw it out of bounds and live to find another play. So let's see what we got.
We're going to try. We're not going to try a 55-yarder. That's the punt unit, I think.
So number 4, Josh Sierra comes in to punt. He'll receive the snap around his 48. So we should note that Sierra is listed on the sheet as a quarterback. So who knows what's going on here. So we've got trips to the top, trips to the bottom.
Good snap.
He is passing it. He's going deep. He's got a man open. Batted away just at the last moment. It's intended for number 25, Justin Gamage.
He had a chance to get that. He beat 26 right there. Made a nice play.
Devin DeRusso again on the breakup.
We've called his name quite a few times already.
He's matching up. He's flipping sides with number 1 each time.
So they've got him spying number 1, Randy Satterfield.
So Langston takes over at their own 38, 1st and 10, 10:39 in the first quarter.
I don't mind that call, though.
No, that's a good call.
You know, if you get that right there, you get a chance to put some points up early.
Defense played well the first series.
We were probably just a little bit outside of Nacho's range.
So dual backs. in the pistol formation. Quarterback keeps up the middle.
Oh, nice.
Jukes to
cut.
the left. But
Nice tackle,
closing tackle by
There's a
25. Justin Gamage. Close that hole quick. It looked like there was a lot of room for
he really
Raekwon Washington, but
I really think we got a little late hit right there at the end of the play.
I agree with you. So 2nd and 8 from the 40. Inside handoff to Whitfield. Bounces it up to the 40. Struggles. Moves the pile
really
a little bit.
Really nice push.
Picks up
That's
3
a big,
yards.
strong kid.
4 or 5 Scots in on that tackle. Leading the way were Marcus Garza.
Kareem Warren, I think, was in on that as well.
So 3rd and 5. So we're going to have twins to both sides with a single back set. Press coverage on the outside receivers. Raekwon throws a swing pass to Whitfield. He's got a lot of yardage. Breaks across midfield down to about the 41 of the Scots, where he's bumped out of bounds by number 25, Justin Gamage. So that's Langston's first down of the game. So they'll take over.
He just kind of leaked out there, and we didn't have anybody out there close enough. We lost the flats right there.
1st and 10 from the 41. 9:05 left in the first quarter. Langston's second possession. Pistol formation. Reset.
Trips right.
Low snap. Handoff to Whitfield.
He
He busts to the
hand it
left. And he's got some room around down to the 30. Inside the 25 where he's knocked out of bounds.
Looks like it's about the 23.
23 number.
Maybe the 24. Yeah, they're going to mark it at the 24.
Jay Stewart was on the tackle, forced him out of bounds. A lot of room over there on that left side.
Who was it that came up? Safety made a nice play right there. I didn't catch his number.
Jay Stewart, 26, made that tackle. He hadn't got him. Might have been a touchdown.
Yeah, I think so. He was rolling.
Motion to an empty back set. Trips to the right.
They're going
Goes back. Goes double screen. Just a little high. Intended receiver.
I don't really understand that call.
Was Barry Handy.
Kind of been gashing us running the ball, and then you try to kind of get a little too cute right there. I'm an old PlayStation guy. If they can't stop me, I just keep running it.
Looks like Langston hadn't taken any shots deep on their pass. It looked like they're going to the flats. Inside handoff to Whitfield. Up to the 20. 10, 5. And he's in for the end zone. In for the touchdown. So just a little belly handoff. Whitfield takes it in from the 25. Langston gets on the board. Draws first blood at 8:16 in the first quarter. So that drive was a 62-yard drive.
The third down play where they hit the flats was
a big play for him, yes.
Yeah.
So Connor Robles is in for the extra point for Langston. Snap is up, kick. It's down, and it was good.
That's an Arkansas boy. Fort Smith Southside.
So with 8 minutes and 16 seconds left to go in the first quarter, Langston takes an early 7-0 lead.
Well, the good news is we moved the ball when we had it the first time. So I think we're going to be able to move the ball. We may have to shore up our defense a little.
Yeah, Whitfield's a big old boy.
He's a load.
It was about 220. That's
I wouldn't want to have to tackle him.
It's a good-sized running back.
Really worried about that middle run. That's why the flats are
So the Scots.
So this is a different kid, isn't it, kicking off? It's 18.
Yeah,
I think Robles is just wearing a different uniform.
Trying to mess up the announcers.
Yeah.
What they're trying to do.
Well, it's not hard.
So Robles puts the ball in the air. Kind of a squibber kick picked up by Finley at the 10. He heads back to the 20.
Oh,
and
he just
a
let that
nice
kid
open
run
five
straight
tackle.
through.
42 Malcolm Johnson on the tackle.
If we had closed that gap, we had some running room right there, but he just shot through there.
So the Scots take over at the 24. 1st and 10. Trips to the left. Single back set. Sends the tight end in motion. It's looking deep. Scrambled flush with Patton. Oh, and
got to get rid of it right there.
So
it's a loss of over 10.
Bradford was brought down at the 10. A loss of about 14 on that. Craig Evans was in on that tackle as long as Justin Wade. We'll get credit for a sack or a half a sack.
Well, this is not what we wanted to dig a hole right here.
So 2nd and 12, 2nd 22. Probably not many play calls for that. So we got trips left.
I'd expect something underneath. Just try to get back some of it.
Screen pass, and did he call
I don't
it
think
incomplete?
he ever caught it.
Nope.
Number 9 came through there and put a lick
Christopher
on him.
Pogge broke that up, and Braswell's going to need to come get a breather after that one.
He took a shot.
He did.
They've got some really good-looking kids.
So 3rd and 22. Jaden Grant comes in to replace Braswell. Going with twins both to the left and right. Grant flanks Bradford to the left.
Oh, it's going to be a little
Another bubble screen, and it's deflected. And just glad that one went backwards instead of straight up.
Yeah, that could have been trouble for the Scots.
Craig Evans was again in to disrupt that play.
We were trying to set up a little screen or a bubble over here, but he was in our face a little too quick.
So that'll be bringing up 4th down. And
so who's the punter
Gomez
now?
comes in to do the punting.
Oh, Nacho. No. This is not where you want to punt the ball from.
So good snap. Kick is away. End over end.
Kind of wobbly.
Taken at the 20. Well, it bounces. We've got a flag. Now it's picked up by 21.
He's going backwards. That's good.
Rasheed Johnson.
Nice job. Oh. It's going to be on us. Did it not look like he was blocked into him?
Kind of looked like it. We'll see what they call. So there's a flag at the 50. Johnson was tackled by the Scots back at the 30.
Here's the call.
So we have kick interference.
Justin Gamage. Looked like Justin was blocked into him to me. But they're not going to see it that way.
No.
Our opinion doesn't matter much up here. I tell officials all the time that I've never missed a call from here.
So 15-yard penalty got the Scots. We'll put the ball
I don't guess I realized that was that big a penalty.
34.
That's marked off on the spot. That's a large penalty.
So 1st and 10 for Langston from the Scott 34.
That was about a 35-yard net difference.
So Thomas King has come in. Snow snap. Going deep for number 13. Oh, nice play. 26. Jace Stewart breaks that up.
That was a nice play by Jace.
Intended target was Michael Colston.
The receiver was open there for a minute. Jace got there and separated him from the ball.
Perfect timing on that. So 2nd and 10 for Langston from the 34.
There again, I don't understand why they would come out throwing when they've run the ball very successfully. They're in a run formation right here.
And off to King. He trips and falls.
The old turf monster got him.
So he's going to lose about 5 on that.
He's going back to about the 39. I guess number 33 gets the tackle right there, Todd. Chris Reese.
Put it in the stats for him.
Yeah. That was an easy one for him.
So Whitfield checks back in the ball game for King for Langston. The big running back who's pretty much had his way on that second drive.
Meeker, Oklahoma. I don't even know where Meeker is. I lived in Oklahoma.
So the Scots have 5 defensive backs. Linebackers standing on the 30. Inside handoff fake. Gets his crossing man, 82. He tries to leap him, but
gain of about 6 or
Lions,
7.
Scots hold their ground. Or 29 for the Scots was in on that tackle.
Well, they're just trying to get some of
Cornelius Williams.
Because they were going for, 4-down territory all the way here, so now they're going to have 4th and about 8. This will be a big play for the Scots to get a stop.
So line calls a timeout to think about how they want to cover this 4th down play.
Coach Crehan didn't like something the way they were lined up there. He pulls double duty today. He's head coach and the defensive coordinator.
So just give a game reset. We're in the first quarter. It's 5 minutes and 30 seconds left in this opening stanza with Lyon College trailing Langston 7-0. Langston has the ball on the Scott 32-yard line, facing a 4th and 8. So Lyon had a similar situation in their opening drive where they were facing a 4th and long. It opted to go for a fake punt, which was unsuccessful. Doesn't look like Langston's going to set up in that formation. They're going to come out with a standard offensive set. Twins to the left and right, single back, flanking Washington to his right.
Lions in press man.
Washington drops back. He wanted to hit Whitfield. Finds his man at the 20, number.
That's going to be a first down.
4. Well,
we got some pressure right there. We just couldn't quite get to him.
Very handy on the reception. Carlos Thomas on the tackle.
Carlos had him guarded pretty well. Just quarterback was able to get outside the pocket right there. You can't give a good quarterback too much time.
So 1st and 10 for Langston at the Scott 20-yard line.
I bet we're going to see a diet of Mr. Whitfield right here.
Jet sweep.
A little jet sweep.
Stacked up well by the Scots. That was Glenn Irons on the carry. Number 93 for the Scots got up off the pile. Ladarius Thomas, amongst others.
Justin Gamage turned that ball inside, so did a good job of setting the edge over there. Loss of 2 on that play, so we're pushing them the right direction.
So 2nd and 12 for Langston from the 22. They're in the pistol formation. We'll see if they stay in that formation or they motion out of it. And they're going to take a timeout.
That's their first. Now, we took timeout a while ago, right?
We did, for that 4th down play.
Well, the scoreboard does not indicate it. So maybe they're just since we're Presbyterian, we get an extra timeout. Oh, they just took it off. Langston's had a few more fans trickle in. We're not going to be able to retire on the gate that they brought, though.
Well, 2nd and 12 for Langston coming out of this timeout. Was the play clock running down, or they just decided to call it every
It
play?
looked to me like they just weren't comfortable with the way we were lined up. Because I didn't think they'd been at the line long enough for the play clock to be a concern.
We got twin receivers stacked to the bottom of the field in the pistol formation, and they motion back to inside handoff to Whitfield. He busts through the 20, breaks a few tackles, runs over a few guys, and gets down to the
You're not going to arm tackle that guy.
No. He looks for contact.
I had a football player that lived with me once, and he said, those big guys, you got to tackle them below the waist.
That guy, I'd want to have a friend with me if I was going to try to tackle him. So 3rd and 2 from the 13. Langston needs the 11.
We need a negative yardage play right here.
They bring in big fellows are up back. Put him in motion.
That's a defensive
Where
line.
do you think they're going? Right behind him.
Yeah.
And bust that down inside the 5 to the 4.
The big defensive lineman's saying, run it again, coach.
They brought in Craig Evans, who was in the Scott backfield on the last offensive possession.
He gives the proper name to the heavy set because he's over 300 bills.
Definitely. So it looks like they're going to stay in the same formation, run the same play.
We busted through there right there, but I think that was the first down. So it's
nice tackle by 25. Justin Gamage.
Justin's been all over the field making plays.
So basically no gain on that play. 2nd and goal from the 4.
Did they take Whitfield out?
Well, they took the big heavy guy out. They took Evans out. So.
No, there's Whitfield. He's back. Yeah, he's in.
Going for the corner fade. Nice
defensive almost intercepted.
Play.
Really nice coverage right there. That ball didn't have anywhere to go.
Cornelius Williams on the coverage. That was perfect. Washington didn't put much air under that ball. It wasn't giving much of a chance to run under it.
I'm wondering if he thought his receiver was going to come back. Yeah, if it was thrown better, I believe we would have picked it.
So 3rd and goal from the 4. Inside to Whitfield. He dances up the middle and wait for a signal from the official. I don't see anything.
They hadn't signaled yet.
Now they did. Touchdown for Whitfield. 4 yards run. It wasn't a big hole that he had, but he kept the pile moving and had a little help from his friend.
He got some big ones up front doing a good job.
So now we got the swinging gate formation on the extra point.
It's the closest swinging gate I've ever seen. I don't think their offensive linemen like to run very far.
So they close the gate, go back to a balanced formation for this extra point.
Low snap, but he got it down.
Well, with 2 minutes and 20 seconds left in the first quarter, our score is 14-0 Langston over Lyon College.
For a better Tisha. The why for a better us.
Nobody knows where great ideas come from, but if you don't do anything with them, I can tell you where they'll go. Nowhere. That's why you need a domain name from GoDaddy. A domain name is the first step in making your idea real. And a domain name from GoDaddy is affordable, reliable, and since we have millions of domains to choose from, probably available. Yep.
Todd, we need to get something going on this drive. Try to get some points on the board.
True. Stop the momentum. Finley and Satterwhite back, standing inside the 10 to receive this kick. Robles approaches and lofts it end over end. Bounces at the 14.
Oh,
Past Finley, picks it up at the 7. Cuts back past the 10, and where he is met by an orange and blue wall. 86 got up off the pile celebrating. Christopher Brooks was in on that tackle.
When the ball hits the ground on a kickoff, that's not usually good for the offense.
No.
We need to come up and field that in the air. I don't know if he can't kick it deep or if he's just choosing not to, but they haven't really tried to kick it deep. He's kicked that squibber.
So let's see if the Scots can answer. Grant is in as the tailback.
Looks like we got Satterfield out here man-to-man.
Hand off to Grant.
He's going to pick
off
up
the right side. It's maybe a yard.
about one. What is it, a pride of Lions that
That was a bunch, yes. Christopher Pogge led the charge. So 2nd and 9 for the Scots from the 15.
I think we're going to have to throw the ball. They still have man coverage out here on Satterfield. We're going to hand it off again.
Hand off to Grant.
He didn't get much there either.
It's another
Maybe
yard.
It's back to the line of scrimmage.
Eugene Fuller, the middle linebacker, makes the stop for the Lions.
That's a thick kid. What's he weigh? 250.
6 foot 250, yep. So 3rd and 8 for the Scots. 1 minute and 5 seconds left in the first quarter.
Yeah.
So twins to both sides of the field. Send Abel in motion to the right, to the left. Rolls out.
Oh.
Not much room. Bradford
get rid of
scrambles
it.
and just throws it
Oh.
to Abel. He's open. It's a 20, but they
Stepped
said
out
he
of
was
bounds.
out of bounds when he caught the pass.
Oh, when he caught it.
Yeah, so I think they're saying his foot was out of bounds, so it's incomplete. I don't know if he stepped out and came in and was first to touch it. Well, that would have been a penalty.
That
then.
would have been a penalty.
So evidently,
yeah, I think they just said he caught it with the foot out of bounds.
So 4th and 8.
Yeah, they've won the field position battle this quarter.
Good
Nice
snap. Gomez puts the high spiral in.
Didn't really turn over. Nice
Yes.
play.
So number 7, Reese Kinley was there to make the stop. Punt was fielded by Michael Colston. He had no place to go. Finley was right in his grill.
Might have
Made a
even
nice
lost a yard. They still have good field position, though, starting at the 46.
32 seconds left in the first quarter.
Their offensive line has really done a good job. There's some big boys up front. We're definitely undersized compared to them.
So it looks like they're giving Mr. Whitfield a rest this series, at least to start this series. Did a lot of motion and resets. Fake to Irons. Hand off to King.
He lost about a yard. Number 6, Jamari Watson.
Busted that play up early. So King goes to the bench. They bring in a full complement of receivers. They're going to go an empty set in the backfield. 5 receivers on the pattern. And the
quarter.
period is over. So at the end of the first quarter, Langston University Lions 14, Lyon Fighting Scots 0.
Amazing is remembering that fall is how trees celebrate the end of summer. It's fall colors, like purple. It's farm to table, and the world's largest corn maze. It's trees living their best lives, and you living yours. It's getting lost in the woods and finding your new fall ritual. Fall is here, and amazing is just getting started in Illinois. Find yours at enjoyillinois.com.
Nobody knows where great ideas come from, but if you don't do anything with them, I can tell you where they'll go. Nowhere. That's why you need a domain name from GoDaddy. A domain name is the first step in making your idea real. And a domain name from GoDaddy is affordable, reliable, and since we have millions of domains to choose from, probably available. Yep, a domain is a great...
Start to back. Second quarter starting up here with Langston looking at a
second 11
from their 45. Still have an empty backfield, 5 receivers in the pattern. Quick pass. Threw it behind number 4, Barry Handy Jr.
We got a little pressure that time. He kind of got the ball out a little quicker than I think he wanted to.
So 3rd and 12. This has been the down that Lyon College has had a hard time stopping Langston on.
We need to stop right here.
So Lyon College takes a timeout. Coach Crehan sensing something he didn't like.
Well, Whitfield had 71 yards in that first quarter. That's almost an 8-yard per carry average.
So Langston had 99 total yards, and Whitfield had 71 of those. Sounds like a bell cow to me.
Well, coming in, that's kind of what we thought. That's what they've done all year. They've done a good job of spreading us out and then giving him the ball.
Lyon just couldn't get their offense untracked. Ran 13 plays for a total of 13 yards. So
we had, a couple big minus plays. The big sack that really hurt us in the first quarter. Like you said, there are not many plays for 2nd and 22. This is a big play right here in this game.
It's 3rd and 11 from the 45.
We need to get some pressure.
Irons in motion.
We're bringing some up the middle.
He's going deep.
He's got a man.
Oh, and he overthrows number 16.
But we got a little pressure on him right there again.
Dalen Person.
We brought 35. Clayton Thrasher came off the edge there and was able to put pressure on the quarterback.
Doesn't look like Langston punts much. There's a little confusion as to who the punter is. So number 9, Christopher Pogge, one of their linebackers, is on to punt. They have no one on the bottom half of the field.
Oh, we got it. Oh, get him.
Hey.
We got him. I don't think that was a fake, Todd. I believe we just came through. We were going to block that, and he took off running.
Heavy pursuit by Lyon College to essentially a turnover.
Bula Muhammad was in there. Like I said, I think he was going to punt that ball, but it was going to be blocked if he did. And he tucked it, and then we were all over him. That's a good play for the Scots.
Maybe momentum will come to our side of the field.
We need some positive plays. I'd like to see us throw it out here to Satterfield. He's just got man coverage over there.
He's talking to him, giving him some signals.
We're going to have to give him some time, though.
There he's looking for him, but
doesn't have any.
he was definitely going for Satterfield, but
They're winning the line of scrimmage.
Lorenzo Adger in there to disrupt that play. And
Lorenzo's another 300-pounder.
loss of 7 brings up 2nd and 17. It definitely looked like they were headed for Satterfield on that pass to the deep post.
All 3 of their defensive linemen weigh over 300 pounds. And they're quick. Looked like they had one offsides right there. Oh, we got a guy wide open.
Ooh.
They're going to call the flag. It's going to be targeting. I think 6 may get ejected right here.
So they had a pot pass to a receiver and
who's down?
Slightly overthrown. So
they threw the flag immediately.
Carroll.
That was Antoine Small came in there, hit him late. They're not going to let you hit a defenseless player anymore. That's out of football. And it should be. There's no need for that. And he led with his helmet. It was 9. I'm sorry. I need to apologize.
So they may have got the wrong number.
I swear I thought it was 6.
It's number 6.
Okay, I was right.
It's number 6. So Antoine Small for Langston has been called for targeting, and he's been disqualified.
Number 9 thought he had been caught. He hadn't even done anything.
So we're going to take an injury timeout here.
Who is down?
Well, this has been fun.
Act your age. Dump your parents' car insurance company.
Well, this has been fun.
Act your age. Dump your parents' car insurance company.
Nobody knows where great ideas come from, but if you don't do anything with them, I can tell you where they'll go. Nowhere. That's why you need a domain name from GoDaddy. A domain name is the first step in making your idea real. And a domain name from GoDaddy is affordable, reliable, and since we have millions of domains to choose from, probably available. Yep, a domain is a great way to snag that perfect name and own your idea.
Now that targeting call, is that not a 15-yard penalty?
It is, but it was 1st and 17 or 2nd and 17 after the sack.
Okay.
So Jalen Kitchens entered the ball game for the first time. He's flanked to the right of Bradford. 2nd and 10 from the 40.
It's a big old boy, too. Oh, he's open. He does not have time to throw.
99 again. Boy, Craig Evans is all over the place.
We're going to have to figure out a way to block Mr. Evans.
So Evans has some talent, Rodney. He previously played at Oregon State, so he's D1 talent. Played in NAIA.
That's a good fallback right there. It looks like we think we've seen something over here. Their corner guarding Satterfield. Maybe attacking him.
3rd and 13 from the 43.
We don't have to get all of it right here. Got to get
rid
of it.
He breaks the tackle. Now he's running, scrambling, gets it to 45. Kitchen.
Nice.
Picks up about 10. He's going to be down to the 35.
So it's a manageable 4th down right now. Isaiah did a good job right there to get out of 2 would-be tacklers.
Ross Anderson on the tackle for Langston. So punt team comes in. Well, this is the same punt formation that
with the
through
same
the
guy.
pass.
Yeah.
So we're running trips to the top and the bottom of the field.
Langston only has 2 guys guarding our trips over to the left.
A little confusion over there. Now
Now here comes
somebody
another one.
goes over. Quick pass, bubble screen, and
Yeah, that's not gonna get it done.
pass to 22, Cameron Collins. He gets a couple of yards, but not enough for a first down. So the Scots turn the ball over on downs to Langston. They'll take over 1st and 10 at their own 33-yard line. 12 minutes and 8 seconds to go in the second quarter.
I think I would have liked to seen us run just a regular offensive play right there, rather than the fake punt, because they didn't really surprise anybody.
They knew something was up. Mr. Whitfield's back in the game for Langston, and he
They're
gets
gonna
the
give it
ball.
to him.
Surprise, he's got a lot of room up past the 40, midfield, 45.
Todd, we may not
There's
catch
maybe
him.
a 39's got the angle on him, but will he get him?
Nope.
Nope. Whitfield scores from 67 yards out, pretty much untouched, and gives the Superman pose on the track. That is a big boy, and he's got some wheels.
He didn't look slow, did he?
That's going to definitely get him up over 100 yards in the first 20 minutes of this ball game.
Well, there again, they're spreading us out, and just giving him a crease. He's good enough to take it to the house.
So his reward for scoring that touchdown is he gets to play on the be the edge blocker on the extra point team.
He didn't do much. He kind of just stood there.
So Robles puts it through the uprights, tacks on an extra point to give Lyon College a 3-touchdown deficit just under 12 minutes in the second quarter.
Nobody knows where great ideas come from, but if you don't do anything with them, I can tell you where they'll go. Nowhere. That's why you need a domain name from GoDaddy. A domain name is the first step in making your idea real. And a domain name from GoDaddy is affordable, reliable, and since we have millions of domains to choose from, probably available. Yep.
All right, we're back to second quarter of our ball game here in Batesville's Pioneer Stadium, home of Lyon College Scots.
Now, the last 2 kickoffs, they've kicked down here to about the 20-yard line, short of the deep returner. And we've let it hit. Let's move up and catch the ball right here.
Finley and Satterwhite.
He kicked it deep this
Finally,
time.
a nice end-over-end kick taken by Satterfield at the 5. Gets to the left side. Got some
He's
room.
got some room. Oh.
An arm tackle by number 42, Malcolm Johnson. Well, if he doesn't get him, he might have gone the distance. There was a lot of green in front of him.
We returned one last week.
Sure did.
Orion Finley, 98 yards, which I think is a program record. Kickoff returns. It looked right there. He had one guy to beat right there, and he might have taken that to the house. We've got to get the ball on the outside to our speed guys.
1st and 10 from the 31. Braswell's back in the ball game after taking that hit earlier on. He gets the inside handoff. He's got some room to the left, across the 35, up to the 40, upended, literally upended. Right at the 39.
Very handy. Well, it could have been Ross Anderson, too. I'd say Ross, since he's the DB.
Probably
They've got
so.
2 number 4s.
If you're handy, you got to be a receiver, right?
But I'm guessing, I'm guessing Barry doesn't play defense. These double numbers, I don't like it.
Nice looking run for the Scots on that play. Sets up a 2nd and 3.
I'm going to take a shot right here. 2nd and 3.
So
We're going to call timeout.
Play clock was running down to 4. So I believe that's Lyon's last timeout.
That's our last time out of the half.
Hey. All right, welcome back to the action here. In the second quarter, 11 minutes and 7 seconds left. Lyon has a second and a long 2 at their own 39-yard line after a nice run by Braswell.
We're tight right here.
Jaden Grant has entered the game in the running back position. He's flanked to the left of Bradford. Bradford drops back,
good
looks.
pressure. There's nobody open.
Now he throws it up in the air. Let's see if Satterfield can go get it. And there's a flag. 21 was a little handsy.
Those underthrown balls a lot of times will result in a pass interference. The DB didn't know where the ball was at all. He was just grabbing our guy.
Rashid Johnson.
It was a good job by Satterfield coming back for the ball. That caused the interference.
So unlike the games tomorrow that we'll watch, in college it's a 15-yard penalty unless it's less than 15 yards, and then it's a spot foul. So that penalty is good for 15 yards and gives Lyon College a first down at the Langston 46.
I like the pro rule better because we just lost 25 yards on that play because he grabbed us. I would think that ought to be a spot foul.
Braswell back in the game. Running back. Abel in motion. Fakes the handoff. Braswell up the middle. Gets a couple of yards before he's met by number 2. Eugene Fuller makes that tackle.
Eugene clogs that middle pretty well.
So Braswell's going to take a breather after that run. Kitchen comes in to replace him. Dalton Poteet's coming back in at the tight end position. So we've got Abel and Finley drop to the twins to the bottom. Satterfield's at the top. Kitchen flanks in the backfield.
I'm looking for Satterfield right here. We're going to run
and the Kitchens. Muscle on muscle. Breaks a few tackles and gets down to the 40.
That's a really nice run. Kept his legs moving. It's going to be about 3rd and 5.
Rasheed Johnson in there on that tackle.
I believe Mr. Fuller was also around.
Kitchen is a big old boy himself at 224.
I got to think we're 4 down territory right here.
3rd and 4 from the 40.
A little confusion with the Lions. Got to get rid of it. Oh,
he had Abel open, but he still overthrew him. Abel was open down at the 30. No one was around him, but pass was overthrown. So they'll bring in 4th down, and Gomez comes in. So it looks like this is just going to be the standard, standard punt formation. We'll see what happens. So we had that good run and then the pass interference penalty, but
Bradford's
good capitalized.
He's not getting any protection right now. They're able to put too much pressure on him.
High.
That's a nice kick.
No fair catch.
Yeah,
or did he catch it?
He did. He fair caught.
A fair caught. All right.
He just signaled early.
So the ball nestles into Johnson's arms at the 5-yard line, where they will take over 1st and 10 with 9 minutes and 20 seconds left in the second quarter.
Scots need a defensive stop. Do something to kind of change the momentum.
Strip sack, fumble, something like that would certainly help. Get a short field.
Lions playing a deep cover 2.
Whitfield's taking a rest. Handoff to King on the inside. He's got a lot of running room. Met by Thrasher. He's still going.
That's not what you want when you're going to pin deep. Give up a 15-yard run there.
Jay
16.
Stewart on the tackle, but not after a pickup of about 13 yards for King.
I think it's about 16. They're at the 21 now.
That's right, 16 yards. So, big run for King. Had a lot of room on that right-hand side. First and 10, 21. Looks like the same play.
We sniffed it out right there.
Watson and Henrich are in on that tackle. So 2nd and 8 for Langston from their 22 or 3-yard line. King still in the backfield.
Same
They're
play.
going to give it to him again.
He's
Runs to the
loose.
right side, a lot of room, a lot of green space.
Thrasher, 35, was in on that stop.
Pickup of about 19 or 20 yards on that carry.
Jay Stewart was also there. Yeah, our safeties are having to make way too many tackles.
1st and 10 from the 42. 8:01 left in the second quarter. And Mr. Whitfield evidently is rested up and ready to come back in.
Got a penalty.
Going late deep.
They got a receiver there.
Oh, off his fingertips.
Just overthrown.
Off the fingertips of Jeremy Irons. What am I watching, a movie? Lynn Irons. Flag on the play was thrown early.
No, it was thrown early. I'm going to say it's going to be offsides on the defense. That'd be my guess. No, illegal shift. That's a good play for the Scots. Back
So
them
you
up
take
5.
it? He's going to, looks like he may decline it. But we'll see.
That'll bring up 2nd down. Third down.
Really?
Third.
Just seems like it's 2nd.
I think it is 2nd.
Yeah, because they got the big run for the first down.
Yeah.
That was the first play. So this will be
that's what I
2nd
thought.
down.
I think I would have taken that penalty. But I'm not paid to coach football, so.
It's like
We're
33
coming.
on a blitz. Yeah,
We
no
sniffed
place
it
to
out.
go.
Nice play by the Scots right there.
Yeah.
Defensive tackle, 98. Christian Bullock from Batesville. On the play, or was it?
Watson was in on that tackle as well. They had 33 blitzing from the bottom side. Chris Reese. So now 3rd and 11. This is the down that has really hurt the Scots.
We can't get them off the field.
We don't have 3rd down conversions on our stat sheet, but they're close to 100%.
We're bringing some pressure here.
Blitz.
And we're through. We're going to
They got
get him.
Oh,
he got
surely
loose.
they got him.
We still got him, though. But we should have got him 10 yards deeper.
A lot of running around. He gets back to the line of scrimmage.
Kareem Warren made the stop finally. Kareem's out of Macon, Georgia.
So 4th down for Langston.
I knew a girl from Macon, Georgia one time. They're going to punt it.
So their linebacker, Pogge, comes in to punt deep for the Scots. It's a good job by the defense. Quick snap.
There's no penalty flags.
There is one way over there on the
Okay.
42.
Okay.
I would assume that if you change from your offense to your punt team, that you have to let the receiving team get their receivers on and get set.
I don't think they. I think they snapped it. I think they had guys moving. The punt game does not look like that's their forte.
Okay, so like we were discussing, the defense had to be able to get set. That's the old Sam White quick snap.
Yeah. There aren't a lot of people listening who know who Sam White is. I do, because I'm as old as you.
I'll give somebody something to Google.
They can Google. They'll know quick.
So Pogge gets a low kick away.
Poison. Dude, what are you doing? Get away from
There's a lot of people around there. Finally comes to a stop at the 20-yard line. I think that ball rolled more than it went in the air.
Definitely. We had guys around the ball right there. That ball can take a funny bounce. I think he might get coached coming to the sideline. When you hear the words poison, you're supposed to run the other way.
6:18 left in the second quarter.
The line really needs to put something together offensively right here.
21-0. Langston's up. Certainly living up to their number 17 rating in this first quarter and a half.
I can't get over how good looking their defensive line looks.
So Bradford looks deep. He's got some time.
Nice
Hits
throw.
Finley on a cross. Gets up to the 30. Pickup of 10. Pickup of 10 and a first down.
Malcolm Johnson.
Johnson on the tackle for the
freshman
for
out
the
of
line.
Houston.
So first down for the Scots at the 31. Clock is rolling. Just under 6 minutes to go.
Scott's going to have a good drive right here, put some points on the board. You know, we get the ball to start the second half. We're definitely not out of this game.
Went
Pass
to Satterfield.
right there. They called it good. You can't hit a guy when he's jumping up to catch the ball.
Interesting who threw it.
It is.
It was the linesman from the 30 threw a flag. We're assuming that it's going to be the pass interference call at midfield. So Satterfield was covered by Anderson and Johnson, over 21. Yeah, there's Johnson.
Rashid. Oh. Well, I would have liked to see us get that other call.
So number 78 is now wearing number 11. I guess that was specifically for us, Rodney, so we would know.
That's Lorenzo. How would you say his name? Adger? Because it's Badger without a B.
So that penalty is not a loss of down. So first and 15.
I didn't see our guy downfield.
I didn't either.
Oh, nice
Satterfield
catch.
gets it, dances upfield, breaks the tackle, and gets
That's
down.
a really nice catch. Eugene Fuller there again for the stop. He's assisted by Pogge.
Pickup of about 7. It's a good first down play. Kitchen is replaced by Grant in the backfield. So we're looking at 2nd and 8. That quick pass attack is probably what they're going to have to go to neutralize that
rush
defensive
from the
rush.
defense, yeah.
Go trips to the bottom, single back. Grant to the left of Bradford. He's got time. He's going deep. He's got a man, Finley. Oh.
Good play right there by
yes.
the defensive back.
Perfect timing.
I didn't see his number, but
42. It was Johnson again.
He's a freshman. He did break on the ball very well. Ball floated just a little bit. We did have a man open.
And time to throw. So 3rd and 8. Got a big tight end out here in the slot. Dalton Poteet in the slot. Pogie's easing up. He doesn't blitz.
He's wide open.
Bradford's
He's
wide
open.
Oh, and he just falls. So Bradford had his eyes downfield and looked like he was going to take off to run and just
Poteet
dropped
was wide open on that play.
So the punt team comes in. Punt 4th and 11 from their own 30.
That time he really wasn't pressured, but I think he felt a little pressure. If he'd have stepped up in the pocket, I think he had a chance to throw the ball.
Like a few of them came after that one. A little low punt. Rolls inside the 30 down to the 26, where Langston will take over with 3 minutes and 45 seconds left before halftime. So from the 31 to the 26, a little over a 40-yard punt.
He'd been averaging about 38, so that's a little better than he had done. Got a little bit of a nice roll right there. I'd like to see a turnover right here. About a fumble, pick six, something good for the Scots.
Whitfield in the backfield, pistol formation for Langston. He gets the handoff, runs into his blocker. Oh, he tried to get away, but
I think we grabbed his face mask.
Number 90.
There was no call.
Marcus Garza.
Maybe he didn't mean to grab it.
He tripped him up by something. Halted his momentum for no gain.
Marcus from Conroe, Texas. A lot of Texans out here today.
2nd and 10. Pistol formation. Twins left and right. Fake handoff and a quarterback draw. A lot of room.
Nice play.
Lanky Washington gets past the 50. Inside the 40. Where he's taken down by number 33.
Really nice call right
Chris
there.
Reese.
We kind of overreacted to Whitfield. Washington got loose.
So pick up about 37 yards on that carry.
Raquan is a freshman.
He didn't start the first couple of games. Took over last week. And
he's really run the offense well today.
Yes. Deep fade.
Turn. That's good coverage. He just needs to turn his head right there. He had a chance, I think, to pick that ball if he'd turned his head.
Pass was intended for Glenn Irons.
Cameron Collins was that 22 on the coverage? 29. That's Cornelius from Allen, Texas. There's another Texan.
2nd and 10. We have trips left. Whitfield flanks Washington to his right. Inside handoff. A lot of room to run. Tackled by number 20, Sam Taylor. Slings him down at around the 25. That's going to be enough for a first down.
I would say Whitfield's getting close to 200 yards. He had 70 in the first quarter, and then he had that long run.
So 1st and 10 for Langston at the 25. We have 2 minutes and 19 seconds left.
They keep spreading us out and giving it to Whitfield. And he does. The first guy doesn't use
Blitzing off the side, and there's a sack.
Nice job right there. Good call.
So 22.
Yeah, that was
Cameron Collins. Looked like a corner blitz from the
a pointer from Van Buren. I'm being told that was a Cobra stunt, Todd. I don't know what that is.
Sounds dangerous to me.
It does. It worked.
Did work. 2nd and 16. Under 2 minutes to play in the second quarter. Quarterback draw again.
Busted play. Nice job.
Well, he kind of looked like he was going to throw to his left.
I think he just went the wrong way.
Sam Taylor on the tackle. Little gain.
Guess where he's from, Todd?
He's got to be from Texas.
He's from Texas. Sugar Land.
One of my favorite country groups.
Is that around
Houston?
It
is.
Yeah, that's what I thought. There's a lot of good players come from around Houston.
So Whitfield leaves. They're going empty backfield. 5 receivers in the set.
3rd and long.
And they're bringing some pressure. Bubble screen.
Though. They've got it blocked well. That's going to be a first down.
Down to the 12-yard line.
They sniffed out our pressure right there.
They called the right play.
They did.
They had the right play call for that. Clock is rolling.
We need to keep them out of the end zone.
Mr. Whitfield is back on the field.
I'm going to go out on a limb and say they're going to give it to him.
I wouldn't doubt that. Do they have one timeout left? Langston has one timeout.
The scoreboard says 2.
Do they have 2? Oh, he keeps it. Washington fakes, keeps, and
nice
he's
play.
going to get into the end zone. Made a nice move there at the 5-yard line.
Well, they faked us out. They faked it to Mr. Whitfield.
He did. Everybody thought he was going to get it.
Apparently, we did too.
So Washington rushes in from the 13-yard line. 4th score of the day.
He runs the ball well. Nice snap. Kicks down.
So that makes the score with 28 seconds left in the second quarter. Langston 28, Lyon College 0.
They're not going to ask us back, Todd.
I know. Maybe
we can't do any better than this.
We'll have to come cover an unranked team sometime. Yeah. Maybe that's.
So you think it's more about what Langston's doing, not really what we're doing?
I'd like to think so. But
yeah.
You never know.
Let's return this kick for a touchdown. How about?
Well, as far as college games go, pretty fast moving. Just a little over an hour to play the first 2 quarters. So Finley and Satterfield are back at the 15-yard line to receive the kick from Robles, who will tee it up at the 35. Approaches the ball and launches it into the air. End-over-end kick taken by Satterfield at the 5. He brings it back toward the center, past the 20. Stutter steps up to the 25, where he is met by number 42, Johnson.
Not much room right there.
They'll spot his forward progress to the 25. So Lyon has 22 seconds and no timeouts and 75 yards to go. We'll see how Coach Crehan wants to play this.
I guess, yeah, it looks like they're just going to kneel on it and go to halftime.
So Bradford takes the snap, goes to a knee, and Lyon is elected just to let the clock run out. So we'll head to halftime with the score Langston University 28, Lyon College 0.
Well, this has been fun.
Act your age. Dump your parents' car insurance company.
Well, this has been fun.
Act your age. Dump your parents' car insurance company.
With GoDaddy, you can build your own professional website in under an hour, even from your mobile phone. No technical skills required. Build your own website and get your idea online. Start for free at GoDaddy.com.
Well, this has been fun.
Act your age. Dump your parents' car insurance company.
Well, this has been fun.
Act your age. Dump your parents' car insurance company.
Nobody knows where great ideas come from, but if you don't do anything with them, I can tell you where they'll go. Nowhere. That's why you need a domain name from GoDaddy. A domain name is the first step in making your idea real. And a domain name from GoDaddy is affordable, reliable, and since we have millions of domains to choose from, probably available. Yep, a domain is a great way to snag that perfect name and own your idea. But the best thing about a GoDaddy domain name is all the stuff you can do with it. Check it out. Not only are you staking your claim online, but you can build a website, forward to social media, turn it into a sweet custom email address, and we got your back the whole way. So head to GoDaddy.com and get the perfect domain for you. Nobody knows where great ideas come from, but if you don't do anything with them, I can tell you where they'll go. Nowhere. That's why you need a domain name from GoDaddy. A domain name is the first step in making your idea real. And a domain name from GoDaddy is affordable, reliable, and since we have millions of domains to choose from, probably available. Yep, a domain is a great way to snag that perfect name and own your idea. But the best thing about a GoDaddy domain name is all the stuff you can do with it. Check it out. Not only are you staking your claim online, but you can build a website, forward to social media, turn it into a sweet custom email address, and we got your back the whole way. So head to GoDaddy.com and get the perfect domain for you.
Amazing is remembering that fall is how trees celebrate the end of summer. It's fall colors, like purple. It's trees living their best lives, and you living yours. Fall is here, and amazing is just getting started in Illinois. Amazing is remembering that fall is how trees celebrate the end of summer. It's fall colors, like purple. It's trees living their best lives, and you living yours. Fall is here, and amazing is just getting started in Illinois.
Nobody knows where great ideas come from, but if you don't do anything with them, I can tell you where they'll go. Nowhere. That's why you need a domain name from GoDaddy. A domain name is the first step in making your idea real. And a domain name from GoDaddy is affordable, reliable, and since we have millions of domains to choose from, probably available. Yep, a domain is a great way to snag that perfect name and own your idea. But the best thing about a GoDaddy domain name is all the stuff you can do with it. Check it out. Not only are you staking your claim online, but you can build a website, forward to social media, turn it into a sweet custom email address, and we got your back the whole way. So head to GoDaddy.com and get the perfect domain for you. Nobody knows where great ideas come from, but if you don't do anything with them, I can tell you where they'll go. Nowhere. That's why you need a domain name from GoDaddy. A domain name is the first step in making your idea real. And a domain name from GoDaddy is affordable, reliable, and since we have millions of domains to choose from, probably available. Yep, a domain is a great way to snag that perfect name and own your idea. But the best thing about a GoDaddy domain name is all the stuff you can do with it. Check it out. Not only are you staking your claim online, but you can build a website, forward to social media, turn it into a sweet custom email address, and we got your back the whole way. So head to GoDaddy.com and get the perfect domain for you.
Amazing is remembering that fall is how trees celebrate the end of summer. It's fall colors, like purple. It's farm to table, and the world's largest corn maze. It's trees living their best lives, and you living yours. It's getting lost in the woods and finding your new fall ritual. Fall is here, and amazing is just getting started in Illinois. Find yours at enjoyillinois.com.
Nobody knows where great ideas come from, but if you don't do anything with them, I can tell you where they'll go. Nowhere. That's why you need a domain name from GoDaddy. A domain name is the first step in making your idea real. And a domain name from GoDaddy is affordable, reliable, and since we have millions of domains to choose from, probably available. Yep, a domain is a great way to snag that perfect name and own your idea. But the best thing about a GoDaddy domain name is all the stuff you can do with it. Check it out. Not only are you staking your claim online, but you can build a website, forward to social media, turn it into a sweet custom email address, and we got your back the whole way. So head to GoDaddy.com and get the perfect domain for you.
With GoDaddy, you can build your own professional website in under an hour, even from your mobile phone.
Nobody knows where great ideas come from, but if you don't do anything with them, I can tell you where they'll go. Nowhere. That's why you need a domain name from GoDaddy. A domain name is the first step in making your idea real. And a domain name from GoDaddy is affordable, reliable, and since we have millions of domains to choose from, probably available. Yep, a domain is a great way to snag that perfect name and own your idea. But the best thing about a GoDaddy domain name is all the stuff you can do with it. Check it out. Not only are you staking your claim online, but you can build a website, forward to social media, turn it into a sweet custom email address, and we got your back the whole way. So head to GoDaddy.com and get the perfect domain for you.
Well, welcome back to Pioneer Stadium. Lyon College Scots will be play their college football games, and the score is 28-0 Langston University over the Lyon Scots. You can look basically at total offensive yards in this half, and that tells the whole story. Langston had a total of 279 yards on 38 plays, and Lyon had 41 yards on 28 plays. So that was the big killer there. Langston rushed for 226 yards on 26 carries. Lyon rushed for 4 yards on 12 carries. So that's really the tale of the tape so far. No turnovers by either team, no fumbles, no interceptions. Penalty yardage is pretty much the same. Time of possession favors Langston a little bit. But when you look at it, Mr. Whitfield has kind of dominated this game. 13 carries, 148 yards, 3 touchdowns, averaging 11.4 yards every time he touches the ball. Rod, do you think there's an answer in the second half for that?
Well, we got to stop the run, first off. I know several defensive coordinators, and they always tell me that's what you got to do first. You have to stop the run. And we've not done a very good job of that so far. And then we just have to put some points on the board. You don't win many games when you have 0.
So the scoring summary, Langston scored their first touchdown at 8:16 in the first quarter. Whitfield for 24 yards.
You're going to see a theme here.
6 plays, 62 yards. 7:16 in the first quarter. Whitfield on a 3-yard carry. 13 plays, 13 yards on that drive. And in the second quarter, at 11:56, Whitfield touched the ball one time, ran 67 yards, and scored the third touchdown. And then Langston scored with 28 seconds left in the second quarter when Raquan Washington faked the handoff to Whitfield, and he kept it around the left end for a 12-yard touchdown. So 8 plays and 74 yards. So that is that's the summary. Lyon will receive the will they receive the
kick?
They will
receive the second half kick.
So get a chance to
this game has gone kind of what we thought. They were going to come in and run the football. Their defensive line has been very impressive. We haven't had any running room, and they've also been able to get pressure on the quarterback with just their front 4. So they haven't had to result much in blitzing. But I've seen games turn before, so I think we're going to play the second half. I was talking to the coaches who were up here in the booth, and they were really complimenting our kids how they don't quit and they keep playing hard. So good things can happen when you play hard.
That's true. And this is not a slouch of a team from Langston. They are ranked 17th in the country in NAIA.
Their roster is littered with transfers from higher classifications. So they have a lot of talent.
They're the highest ranked team in the Sooner Athletic Conference at 17. Ottawa University out in Arizona is ranked 20th.
We get them in a couple of weeks.
They put 80 points on the board last week.
And we've got to go there. That's always a pretty tough trip. Both those Arizona schools are pretty good, and when you have to make that long of a trip, our kids aren't really used to making that kind of trip.
So deep to receive the ball for Lyon College is number 18, Orion Finley, and number 83, Lane Hickey.
That's a change because Satterfield has been.
Satterfield is not. He's
here.
Sideline? He's on the sideline at midfield, so I don't think he's hurt.
Good.
Just, not going to return this kick.
Just changing it up a little bit.
Robles puts it in the air to Finley, takes it at the 10, up to the 20. Stutters, jukes, and jives and gets up to the 26-27. A big pile there.
Number 85 is in on the tackle right there. Number 20.
So 85
Levante Wilson. 85 is Jeremy Neal. And number 36 got off the pile. Isaac Glenn, another freshman from St. Louis, Missouri.
1st and 10 for the Scots at the 27. They're heading from left to right. So it looks like they're going to start the third quarter with Kinchin as a running back. We got trips to the bottom of the screen. Satterfield solo up top. Abel in motion. Hand off to Kitchen inside. Cuts up. Gets a couple yards.
Yeah, he's going to get a couple.
So Justin Wade and
DeRusso.
Devin DeRusso in on the tackles.
I was going to say DeRusso was going to be from Louisiana, but I was wrong. Arizona.
2nd and 9 for the Scots. Satterfield, single set to the bottom of the screen, trips to the top. Abel again in motion.
They're going to have man coverage out here. We're going
Pass to Satterfield. And
really nice play by
21 sheds the block.
Rasheed Johnson.
So they brought Abel in motion to block down on the DB. And
we kind of whiffed out there in space.
Good idea to get Satterfield some room to run. So looking at 3rd and 11 now. Grant comes into the backfield to replace Kinchin. Fuller blitzing up the middle.
We picked it up nicely.
He's going deep. He's got a man wide open. He hits Finley, and he is not going to be stopped. Nice play.
From about the 27.
73-yard pass from Bradford to Finley, and that's the way you need to start the second half if you're the Lyon Scots and want to get back in this ball game.
And I think that's been there the whole game. We just haven't been able to get protection. Right there, he had a real nice, clean pocket. We picked up the blitz from the Mike Backer, and then he hit him in stride. That was a really nice throw.
There wasn't anybody within 5 yards of Finley's. He was streaking up the seam.
I was watching the tight end on that play because he had been open the last couple of times, but they hit the wide receiver deep there.
So we have a little bit wider version of the swinging gate. It'll be interesting if Nacho's involved in a non-kicking play. But now they're going to swing it back and line up to go for the extra point. Snap, hold, kick.
It was blocked, but it went through.
And there's a flag on the play.
I think they were there awful quick. I'm pretty sure they must have jumped the gun. Do you go 2 right here or you take the point? I think they're going to take it.
The kick team is leaving the field, so it looks like they'll take the point. So offsides on the defense. As Rodney said, that's probably what allowed them to block
that.
In
there. Yeah, he definitely tipped that ball.
So a good response by the Scots coming out of the locker room in the half. They march, well, they really didn't march. They torpedoed down the field, 73 yards in 3 plays to get back in this ball game, put some points on the board, 28-7.
You get a stop right here. The momentum can shift in a football game.
Sure can.
Get a turnover. This game's definitely not over. There's a lot of time left. We're going to have to shore up against the run.
Found a weakness, too. Look like they can attack the seams.
Yes. As long as we can protect the passer. When he has time to throw, he's pretty good.
So we didn't talk much about Langston's passing. They were only 4 for 12 for 53 yards. So.
And it was almost all underneath. They didn't
That's
really
right.
throw anything
in the flats.
Deep. I don't think he throws the ball deep much.
This is a unique formation for the kick. So Gomez puts the ball, a little pooch kick. Fair catch. He fumbles it, and but it doesn't matter. He calls fair catch. Ball dribbles out of bounds at 29.
Poggi.
I think he pretty much does it all.
He does.
Linebacker, punter.
Yeah, he may have driven the bus down here.
He could have. Probably a pretty good cook, too, I'm guessing. Just an all-around talented guy.
And he's 6'2", 225. That's a good-looking football player.
Yeah. Transferred in from University of Central Oklahoma.
Yeah, I saw a couple of guys like that. They get a lot of transfers.
So here's a full backfield.
That's an interesting set. They're going to
They shift out of it.
They move a lot.
Whitfield stays in the pistol. Hands back to Whitfield.
Oh,
and
we got it.
At
Nice
least on that
play.
first play, there was some adjustments made in the. Kareem Warren
Kareem's name's been called a few times today.
makes that tackle. He's definitely got the size to stuff the middle of that line.
We just sent in some beef. Nick Andrews is coming in. He's 320.
So Langston goes with an empty back set on 2nd and 12 from the
Watch
27.
for your quarterback draw right here.
Low snap, picks up, quick hitter over the middle. Nice break up.
Nice play. 26. Jay Stewart. Really nice play right there. The ball was a little bit thrown behind him.
That'll go in the PD column for pass defended.
Defended.
So now on 3rd and long,
Here we go again.
they bring out Andrews comes off, and they put in a little bit more speed.
Mr. Whitfield's back in the game.
Clayton Thrasher comes back in.
You have to almost sell out for the run right here.
So 3rd and 12, it's been difficult for Lyon to get off the field on 3rd down today. Irons in motion.
We're sending
Low
pressure,
snap.
low snap.
Going deep. And
Nice
nice
deflected.
defense.
Nice job.
Cameron Collins on the pass breakup. So that was a nice defensive set for
Hey, we get a
the
3 and out
Scots.
right here. I can kind of smell the momentum shifting.
He's kind of getting out of the cage, Big Mo is.
How about a punt return for a touchdown right here? That would bring the home fans to their feet.
So there's no one to the bottom side of the field for low snap, one hops it. Oh man. Fair catch by Satterfield right in the middle of the B. So
Scots are going to start with really good field position. We need to really make some hay right here.
So the offense comes out, scores in 3 plays. The defense comes out, stuffs them in 3 plays. Get the ball at midfield.
You got to turn this possession into points if you want to get back in this ball game. And they might start puckering a little bit on that other sideline. Looked like we made some adjustments at halftime. And we made 2 really nice pass defended plays.
So Braswell's back in the backfield with Bradford. Flank to his left. Satterfield's
down here
single
just by
on the
himself.
bottom. Quick pitch to Brasfield. Up past the 50 to 45. Dives down to about the 40.
Really nice block. 86, really. That's Poteet. Really nice block right there. He sealed the end. Braswell was able to cut it up. Makes 7.
2nd and 3. Kinchin comes in, replacing Braswell. Nice run. Replacing Speed with Thunder here. Satterfield singled up at the top of the screen. Finley
Their
singled out the
safety's
bottom.
To this side of the field, Satterfield's going to be one-on-one back over there.
No safety deep now.
We're gonna
Inside
give it
hand to
Kitchen.
Kitchen. He's got thought he had the first down.
They kind of crashed down on him.
Got a yard short. So we 3rd and 1. And somebody's
Justin
slow to get
Wade.
up.
That's Kitchens, I think. We called their names a lot. Lewis Chandler and Eugene Fuller on the stop there.
So it looks like he just got the wind knocked out of him.
Yeah,
He's jogging off the field. Somebody might have gotten his kitchen on that. So he looks like he's okay.
He had a bunch of boys fall on him.
Good to see.
There's some beef that came down upon him. We really need to pick this up.
3rd and 2. Clock rolling at 11:25 in the 3rd quarter. So he sends Satterfield up to the top. Finley and Poteet down to the bottom.
Look for Poteet right here. Nope, we're going to run it.
Quick pitch. Nice seal block by Poteet.
He's going to
He hits the 40, 35, and dances out of bounds. And, Fuller just nails Finley there on the sideline. Nothing called. But the important thing is Lyon picks up that first down.
Really nice play call. Poteet again.
And
Made
he's
a
sealing.
really nice block.
He is sealing the corner on those quick pitches.
Yeah.
So here's a new wrinkle. We have both Grant and Braswell in the game at the same time.
We haven't seen that today.
We have not. That's an interesting huddle where the quarterback stands right in the middle.
Yeah. Typically you see him like facing the huddle.
So Braswell goes in motion. Hand off to Grant up the middle.
Ooh,
No place to run. Guess who's there? 93. Lewis Chandler. Playing close to home over from Memphis.
Maybe Mom and Dad got a chance to come over and watch him play.
So no gain on that play. So it looked like they were trying to get a linebacker out of the middle by putting Braswell in motion, but defensive line pinched down and ruined that play.
As they have
All right.
often today.
So here's another wrinkle. Bradford under center for the first time. Abel in motion. Bootleg. Tip pass.
Oh,
and
he dropped it, though.
He had Satterfield open across the middle down around the 20, but
he missed him.
a little high.
We're lucky that wasn't intercepted. Justin Herbert could be Hebert.
They say there's a reason that
He
defensive
is
backs.
from Baton Rouge.
Could
Would you
be
say that'd
Hebert.
be Hebert?
I would probably go with Hebert.
Our trusty pronunciation guide doesn't give me that.
So 3rd and 10 from the 37. Finley and Satterfield up to the top. Drop back.
Oh, he's wide open on the left.
He just held it a little bit too long. Number 90, Justin Wade in on the sack.
Orion was wide open. Just in the flats. We just didn't see him.
So the sack was about a 8-yard loss. So that'll bring up 4th and 18. So we made one first down after the punt, but couldn't get that second one, keep the drive going.
Well, we had guys open. We just didn't hit them that time.
Nice punt.
Very nice punt. It turned over. It's going to go in the end zone, though.
Hits 3 squares deep, but that was a very nice punt.
Yeah, he kicked that ball 60 yards.
So Langston will take over at the 20. 1st and 10. We have 8 minutes and 55 seconds in the third quarter.
Nacho's really done a good job this year. He was the special teams player of the week for the conference last week. 4 field goals, I believe, and 5 extra points. Would have been a good fantasy kicker.
That's right. So Whitfield returns to the game. He's flanked to the right of Washington. And belly dive. And nice tackle by 99 Andrews. Got him up high and took him down.
You know, they really haven't tried to go outside of us much. They've been going pretty much between the tackles, and we've kind of pinched in. We're not going to let them.
It's kind of early to be playing clock, but maybe what they're doing.
Yeah.
So Marcus Garza comes in. So Garza, Warren, and Andrews are all across the front. He goes wide, cuts up in a lot of room. Stewart's got an angle on him, and he grabs him by the ankle. Takes him down.
Nice
Taylor hustles
Sam
down.
Taylor.
Somebody was hauling and holding. I'm not sure if it was a coach or a fan, but thought there was a hold over here on the corner.
There's no flag.
There is no flag. So he rips off about 41 on that run. To set Langston up with a 1st and 10 at the line 39. Trips to the top of the screen. Gives it to Whitfield again. Corner
Nice.
pinches in Forces
Really
him back
play.
inside. Andrews again on the tackle. Watkins, number 6. The guy that really made that play was it looks like 20.
It is 20.
Who?
No, it's not. That's 29. That's Cornelius. It is 29. He's the one that made the play.
He stood his ground, turned him in.
Yeah, he stayed home. Like he's coached to do.
So roughly 2nd and 10. King replaces Whitfield in the backfield. Pistol formation. Trips to the top of the screen. Fake. He's going deep.
Oh,
that looked like offensive pass interference.
Our
Did he not pull him down?
I just think he kind of got
Maybe he got
tangled.
stunned.
Yeah, he got tangled. He's saying he got pulled down.
Pass was complete to Cameron Mims.
That was Collins on the coverage. He had him pretty well covered until he fell.
Well, okay.
It's inside the
There
10.
is a penalty back flag somewhere because the officials are huddling
and
at the
moving
30.
chains back. I don't see a flag anywhere. Oh, there it is. It's at the 40. It's going to be a hold. Personal foul. Now that's a big.
It is a big play.
For the Scots right there. 'Cause they had the ball inside the 10. Now they're going to be on the other side of the 50. I'm not a math major, but that's a pretty good reversal.
Yeah. So now we're looking at 2nd 25. Hands to the face. Called by the linesman, too, so must have been pretty obvious.
Yeah. I didn't see it. I was watching the quarterback and then the ball.
So empty back set now.
Watch for a quarterback draw right here.
Nice snap. Screen pass,
No.
bubble screen.
Oh,
Ball's up. Oh.
Now that would have
Just
been
didn't
something
have
good for the
anybody.
Scots right there. Through that tunnel, and it just went right through his hands.
So this results in a 3rd and 25. Langston must get down to the Scott 29-yard line to pick up the first down.
Taylor might have had a chance to intercept that ball.
So King returns to be the lone setback alongside Washington to his left.
They're going to give it to him, too.
A lot of room to
Really
run.
Nice cutback.
But they stop him well short of the first down. He picks up about, number 16 thinks it's a first down, but he's looking at the wrong stick.
Yeah, yes.
So pickup of about
Cornelius is on the stop right there.
about 18.
About 4th and 8.
4th and 8. Well, maybe 16 just wanted to go for it.
Yeah. I don't think I like this call if they don't get it. Because if you punt right here, they're going to probably pin us deep. Field position is an important part of the game.
So Kings is lone setback. Yeah, just too
We're
much confusion. So
Yeah.
Langston's going to call timeout. So we have 6 minutes and 3 seconds in the third quarter. Langston takes a timeout to decide what play they're going to run on this 4th and 8 from the Scott 38-yard line.
No one wants to think about health insurance until that happens. That's why I chose the Anthem Health Keepers Plus plan for no-cost Medicaid benefits.
Good.
Because it's the brand my friends trust, even the clumsy ones.
So the Lions return to the field after calling a timeout to discuss this 4th and 8.
Got to get a stop right here.
So Whitfield's not in the backfield, so you have to think it's probably not going to be a run. Flanked by King. Washington has King to his right. Brings Irons in motion across the formation.
They're suspect to go on the flat.
Low snap.
Sure.
He's just taving it up. He's got
he's got a
16
man.
wide open.
Oh, no.
And he hangs on.
Yeah.
Dalen Pearson on the reception.
It looks like somebody turned him loose. Well, that's a heartbreaker.
Looks like he just threw it up there. And
yeah, we got a little pressure on him, but weren't able to get there all the way.
So 38-yard pass completion from Washington to Pearson.
4th and 8. You can't let somebody get behind you.
So the kick is good to make the score 35-7, Langston over Lyon College. So with the score 35-7, 5 minutes and 56 seconds left in the third quarter. Langston lines up to kick off to the Scots.
I think Satterfield's back to return now.
Kicks have been a little inconsistent. Some have been end over end. Some have kind of been knuckleballish. Not sure if that's intended or not.
They were doing better when they were kicking the knuckleball.
This one comes down to Finley at the 10. And he takes a knee. Did he mean to?
Yeah.
Well, I think he got confused there. So
yeah.
He didn't wave his hand.
And
so
we're going to get it where he took the knee.
Yeah. So the new rule within college in the last couple of years is if you fair catch inside the 25-yard line, you'll get the ball at the 25. Finley,
he just took a knee.
He caught it, didn't wait for the fair catch, and took a knee, and so that's where lines will start
18.
This possession. So the Scots come out with Grant in the backfield.
I'd like to see us take a shot.
Finley up top. Satterfield to the bottom. Abel comes in motion left side. He's going for Abel deep.
He's there.
Oh, just off his fingertips. Nice play call. They were setting up the screen. Faked that, and Abel took off.
He may be a little shaken up.
Probably going to have some of those tire marbles in his jersey after that slide.
I've not heard that. Tire marbles. I like it.
So 2nd and 10 from the 13.
That was pretty well covered right there.
It was.
He didn't really bite on the fake.
Defensive back was very disciplined on that play.
Yeah, I think that's Rasheed Johnson.
So Braswell goes in motion to the left. He's looking for Satterfield deep, and he's going for him. Back shoulder. Oh, just a little bit to the wrong shoulder. Good coverage again by Johnson. It's almost like they know what the play is.
Well, we're taking a couple shots, though. I like to see that. They think they've got something figured out on number 21, but he's played those last two balls pretty well.
Fuller's creeping up. Looks like he's coming. But he drops back. Bradfield up. He better do something. Well, he's kind of – he
got it out of bounds.
He did. And there was somebody in the vicinity. He got it back to the line of scrimmage.
86 Poteet was the closest man there.
So that's what the official clarified. Our thoughts that there is no grounding because 86 was in the area, even though
he was definitely getting rid of that ball.
That's right. So Nacho has full permission to kick it as far as he wants now. He's standing in his own end zone. Let's see if he can launch one of those
I'd like to see
50,
him kick
60
the one
yards.
he just kicked. That ball turned over nice.
He was out at halftime working on that. They bring a few.
This one's end over end. This is returnable. Nice coverage by the Scots.
Johnson fields the punt at the 50. Takes it upfield for about 3 yards. Reese Kinley was on the stop,
coverage.
as well as Jonathan Hicks
and Chris Reese from Plano, Texas. Another one of them Texans.
So Langston will start. 1st and 10 at line 46. Well, this almost looks like a home game for Langston with the black and orange of Batesville with the orange and blue of Langston. Hand off to Whitfield, pulls it, hits his tight end.
Overthrown.
Throws for his tight end, number 80.
80 was
Keith
open.
Tracy. He was open.
We got one down. It's like Thrasher's. A little shaken up. Well, I wish a couple of
Nobody knows where great ideas come from, but if you don't do anything with them, I can tell you where they'll go. Nowhere. That's why you need a domain name from GoDaddy. A domain name is the first step in making your
flow was away.
So Thrasher comes back to the sideline under his own power, which is good to see. Maybe just a little stinger. It is hot out there, even though it's not as hot as it's been earlier in the week. It's still in the low 80s, and to be suited up in a full football uniform and helmet, sure's a little hot. So 2nd and 10. So fake by Washington. He takes it up the middle for a couple of yards. It's hit by 34 Jonathan Hicks. Evidently, Siri thought I was talking to her. I don't know. She starts talking about Helen Hunt. No,
I like
did.
Helen Hunt.
Married to Hank Azura. He's
Yeah.
a pretty comical guy.
Yeah.
Has nothing to do with this football game, however. So we'll look at 3rd and 7 for Langston. Whitfield still in the backfield. We got twins to the top and the bottom of the screen. Washington takes the snap. He's going to give it to Whitfield, and he's got some yardage up the middle.
He may go, Todd.
And he's past the 20. Makes a move, and
Really
nice hustle.
tackle. Really good hustle. Who was that?
Number
5. Isaiah Bradford. Well, no, I don't think Isaiah's in the game. It is a number 5, but I'm pretty sure our quarterback is not in the game making tackles. So we have an unidentified Lyon Scott.
So Whitfield picked up about 40 on that carry.
That'll probably bring him close to 200 yards for the day.
Not only is he a powerful runner, when he sees green space, he can kick it into a high gear.
Yeah, he's got a different gear than you would think a guy that size.
So Lions crowd in the box. They're going to see if Whitfield, he's got room on the left side, right side, and hurdles the tackler and untouched into the end zone.
Is that his 4th touchdown on the day?
I believe so. Number 4.
Yeah, he'd be good on your fantasy team this week.
Now they're going for 2.
They did a little swinging gate.
And
it's
it's complete.
Nice.
Irons completed to.
Now, I don't really understand that call.
Completed to Isaiah Shaputis. I probably didn't say that right, but we're going to go with Shaputis.
I think that's what his mom named him.
So that makes the score 43.
Why do you go for 2 right there, Todd?
Maybe you're just practicing for when you need it. I don't
Maybe
know.
you want somebody else to see that play on film?
Could be.
or is there some bad blood here? I wouldn't
I'm
think
not
so.
sure. The teams have played 4 times. Langston's won all of them.
So, yeah, they shouldn't.
I wouldn't think there'd be
us.
any bad blood.
Anybody needs to be mad, it'd be us, wouldn't it?
That's right.
They've just worked on that play. I have a son who's a coach, and he says sometimes he just likes to see the plays they work on.
Now, we've seen this movie too many times today. Robley's kicking off to
good-looking kids on the kickoff team.
End over end. He's gonna call for a fair
he did
catch
it
this time.
Nice
yes.
job. I think he got coached a little bit.
Turns around to the official and waves loud as well. So that was a successful fair catch where the ball will be spotted at the 25.
I'm not a big fan of that rule. Of course, I like to see kickoff returns. I know they're trying to take those kind of out of the game because a lot of big-time collisions happen on those plays. We've just gotten the unidentified Scot is Rontavious Clark that made that tackle. It was a really nice play, really good hustle on that play because he could have given up and just given him a touchdown. But he kept pursuing.
Kitchen back in the game. Tight man coverage down here on Satterfield.
Yeah, we're in motion.
Oh, it's not Satterfield. That is.
It's going to be number 60. I don't know how to say Moise. Is it Moise? Moise Oculus? Oculus. You know, when an offensive lineman gets his name called, that's not a good thing.
Not ideal.
But his mom would probably enjoy hearing his name.
So that'll put the line back at the 20-yard line, 1st and 15. So 13, Jeremiah Bigham has entered the game, and he's flanked out to the bottom of the screen. Kitchen flanks Bradford. Takes the ball around the right side and initially hit by 93.
That's kind of tough sledding on that play.
Lewis Chandler.
Langston's still flying to the football.
So Fuller lost his helmet and has to go to the sideline for the play. So that allows number 58, Quentin Trice, to come in and get a little bit of playing time.
Junior from Waco, Texas.
Via Blinn Junior College. Down there in Brenham, Texas. Home of Bluebell Ice Cream.
Ooh, I like Bluebell ice cream.
So Bradford takes the snap. Quick pitch to Braswell. Cuts back to the
play.
They strung it out pretty good.
Yeah, they did a better job of cutting him, making him cut back.
I don't know if DeRusso was made the tackle, but he was happy with what he did on that play. So 3rd and 14.
Yeah, and Adger was on that play too. They just have really good defensive linemen. I've been very impressed with their whole unit.
So Bingham is at the bottom of the screen. Abel in the slot. Finley up at the top.
They did. We're going to get a free play right here.
Tunnel screen to Abel. He's got running room up past the 30. He's going to be short of the first down, but there's a flag on the play.
Yeah, we'll take this. That was number 90, Justin Wade, that jumped into the neutral zone.
It's too bad you can't tack that onto the end of the run.
I know. But we're going to get that play over, so we're going to have a 3rd and 8 or so.
So Lyon will get another chance on their 3rd down play. So instead of being about 13, it's going to be 3rd and 8. Which, if they can be successful over that last play, we'll pick up that 1st down.
They've got a new defensive lineman in. They just keep running in really large players. Potrero Howard, 6'3", 265. Good-looking kid.
Braswell next to Bradford in the backfield. Drops back, looks, overshoots Braswell in the flat.
He didn't really have anything open right there.
Not sure if Satterfield
Our
is.
two top receivers were out on that play.
No, Satterfield's down here on the.
Well, no, Finley was. Finley was in there.
So Gomez comes back to punt.
We've said that too many times today.
We have. Good snap. Nice punt.
That's a nice one. It turned over.
Sends him
nice.
back inside the 30, and does he not step out of bounds? My goodness.
Oh, we're going to hit him out of bounds. I think he ran out of bounds, Todd, and he came back in because the official has thrown his hat. That's what that typically indicates.
Well, I'm wondering how the fellow that fielded the punt didn't go out of bounds.
That's who I'm talking about.
He did.
I think he did, and then when he came back in bounds, that's a penalty. Because when you see the official throw his hat, that's what that typically means.
First player can't be the first player to touch the ball if you go out of bounds.
Yeah. And it's going to be back from the spot where he did it, right? So we're going to back them up inside the 20. They're a little confused. Maybe they're going to get it sorted out. No, he's got a block in the back. So then why did he throw his hat?
I'm not sure.
They just got a block in the back, so they're still going to start inside the 20.
So Nicholas Fowler was called for the block in the back. Which
I didn't see it.
I didn't either. I was too busy watching to see when he was going to step out of bounds, which he never did. So first and 10 from the 17. Toma King in the backfield. Yeah. He gets a run around right, left side.
Pretty nice tackle, though.
Nice tackle by Taylor. That looked like it was going to go for more than two when he took off.
It did. Taylor really closed on the ball well. He's made several nice plays today.
Second and 7 for the Lions from their 20-yard line. Snap back, handoff to King again. Taylor again chases him down, slows him up, allows for a little inside pursuit. We're 49, Jacob Heinrich.
I think they had a block in the back right there downfield. They didn't call it. Taylor kind of got shoved in the back. You can't do that outside the tackle box, correct?
It's a pickup of 6. That sounds like the right interpretation of that rule. So 3rd and 2.
He definitely pushed him.
Under a minute to play in the third quarter.
I've been very impressed with their offensive line as well. They're just really good on the interior on both sides of the ball.
Fake to King. Washington keeps it around the right side, up past the 30, 35, 40. He's got a block. And he gets shoestring tackle just past midfield by Stewart. So first down for Langston at the 48-yard line of the Scots. 25 seconds left to go in the third quarter. So Whitfield's still on the bench. King's in the backfield. Hand off to King. Dances up past the 50. Whole host of white jerseys. What's nice to see that the Scots are not looking at the scoreboard and they're still playing hard each play.
Yeah, they really are. They're giving a lot of really good effort. Number 98 right there was kind of leading the charge. That's Christian Bullock from Batesville.
Hometown boy.
Yeah. Good boy, too.
It's probably not the first time he's made a tackle at midfield.
It's not.
So that brings us to the end of the third quarter with the score: Langston University 43, Lyon College 7. We'll be back after this. So here's the first play of the fourth quarter. Tunnel screen, 2-7.
Nice play, though. That was a really good play. That's going to be Taylor. He fought off a block right there to come up and made the tackle.
Isaiah Chaputz on the reception. Picked up about 3 or 4 yards. So we're looking at 3rd and 5. Looks like we have a new running back, number 10, Jordan Cooper.
They've listed him as a quarterback.
Motion to the bottom of the screen.
They're going
He
to
looks
throw
for
it to him, no?
Chaputz on the reception. Dragged down by
number 5,
which is Rontavious Clark. So drag her out across the middle. Good for a first down.
They had the new running back was open in the flats on that play as well. We've had a trouble guarding the flats most of the day.
1st and 10 from the 27.
We're keeping that linebacker in to stop the run.
Hand off to Cooper. He's got a lot of running room, and he's going to go untouched into the end zone. So from 27 yards out, belly dive handoff to Cooper.
That's kind of been the story of this game.
That is. They blocked that play very well.
They're close to 400 yards rushing. They were 365 at the end of the third quarter. So they're knocking on 400. You don't win a lot of games when the other team rushes for 400 yards.
Not only has Cooper looked to be a good athlete, but he transferred in from Navy, so he's got to be a pretty smart kid.
Yeah, I guess so.
Some support from his congressman.
He helps the team GPA. Is that what you're telling me?
It probably doesn't hurt it for sure. So the extra point is good, which makes the score 50 for Langston and 7 Lyon College, 50-7. 13:42 left in the ball game. So outside that one. Through the third quarter.
That math doesn't work, does it?
It doesn't. Whitfield does have over 200 yards of rushing.
Yeah.
At 230.
I would assume his day is finished.
So the kick dumps down to Finley at the 13. He heads up past the 20, 25, into a pile of yellow and orange and blue. Gets out to about the 27. Quentin Price on the tackle for Langston. Hey, look at these stats for Washington passing. He's 5 for 17 for 90 yards. It seems like every one of those passes he's completed is
it's been big.
It has been big. And nobody for Langston has caught more than one pass through the third quarter. I think Shaputis changed that in the fourth on that last drive.
Yeah, he caught one.
So looks like Bradford and Grant are in the backfield.
First team out there. This might be a good time to get some of your second teamers in.
Tight coverage up top. Hand off to Grant. Runs into a host of Lions. Just hadn't been a lot of running room. Not a lot of time to pass.
They've just won the battle up front for sure on both sides.
They have.
And we keep calling the same guys' names. Justin Wade.
Lorenzo Adger, who we used to wear 78 to start the game.
Yeah.
So.
Wonder if he was trying to get them to put him in on offense so he got an eligible number.
Finley in motion, gives it to him on the jet sweep.
Got a pretty good block. He cut kind of the wrong way.
83 was blocking for him.
And he had his guy sealed. But
yeah, Hickey did have his man sealed, and Finley cut it outside. And
that's where we were blocking him to.
Yep. So 3rd and 10 from about the 25, 26-yard line. Number 45, Jalen Green Edison enters the game for Langston at linebacker, taking over for Pogge. Bradford takes a snap, drops back, got pressure, scrambles to his left. He's going to haul it way downfield for Finley.
He's there.
Oh. Yeah, nice breakup by number 31.
Yeah, he threw a 50-50 ball right there. The defensive back just made a good play.
Ordrick Shoemake was on the defense. Broke up that.
It's going to bring up 4th down, about 12. We're going to punt it away. Ignacio's getting his workout today.
He's going to have to ice those hamstrings this evening.
This will be his 8th punt of the day. His longest was 51 yards.
No, that's not going to be one of them.
That's not as good.
No.
Oh, we missed the catch on the sideline.
So the official will mark the ball at the Lyon College 40, 46.
Number 58, Romel Solomon, had a chance to catch that. I guess that's why he plays offensive line.
So Langston comes back on the field.
Got a new quarterback in the game, I believe.
It's number 12, Gianni Stevenson.
Sophomore out of Oklahoma City.
Empty set. 5 receivers. One irons in motion, gives him the handoff. He's got a lot of room on the left side. Cuts up field, past the 40. Taken down right at the sticks, about the 36-yard line.
You know, they've brought that guy across the formation a lot of times. They hadn't given it to him very often. A couple of times they have, though. He's gained some pretty good yardage.
Speedy fellow.
Number 6 made the tackle right there. That's going to be Jamari Watson, junior out of Chicago.
Hand in motion. He
Now
cuts back.
Play.
Cuts back to the right. He's got a lot of room. Stood up by 22.
It's going to be 22's Cameron Collins.
He slowed that one down while the rest of his teammates could get over there.
Christian Bullock comes on the pursuit. Kind of finished off the play. Christian's really played a good game today in his limited playing time.
He picks up 6. So it'll be 2nd and 4 from the 30, just inside the 30.
I don't think Langston's going to throw it anymore. They're just going to keep handing it.
Irons across the motion. And cross handoff goes to Cooper. Cuts past the 30, inside the 25, down to the 21.
They've got guys cutting every which way direction.
Taken down by Chris Reese. So that's enough for a first down. 1st and 10 from the 23 with 10 minutes and 13 seconds still to go in the ball game.
They're still spreading us out and running it.
Irons in motion. Continues in motion this time.
They're just gonna
Inside handoff to Cooper. Cuts past the 20. Dragged down at the 16.
Cornelius is on the play again. Cornelius' name's been called too often for the Scots because we don't want the secondary to be leading the team in tackles. This running back's listed as a quarterback, but he runs the ball pretty well.
He does. He's a good-looking kid.
Guess where he's from?
He's got to be from Texas.
He is from Texas.
Jet sweep to Irons.
Well,
running to the far side, but the Lyon College Scots string that out very well.
Nice play by Taylor right there.
When he first took the handoff, looked like he had a lot of room around on the left side, but
we just kept making
Scott
him go
strung
wide.
it out.
And I don't think he really wanted to cut up and get hit.
He's not a guy of much size.
No. It is always better to be the hitter than the hittee.
3rd and 3. Hand off to Cooper. Hit past the 10.
He's going to get in.
Oh,
there's a
nice.
Really nice lick. But they got one down.
Stewart on the tackle. Touchdown saving tackle. Brought him down at the 3. So 1st and goal to 3. Chris Reese comes in replacing Cam Collins. Cooper still in the backfield with Stevens. Inside handoff to Cooper. Sidesteps a tackler.
Close.
Gets close to the goal line, and then he's denied.
I don't think he got in.
91 Taylor Snyder on the tackle. Freshman from Pocahontas.
Yeah, that's the first time we've called Taylor's name today. That's a nice play.
Jonathan Hicks also in there. A couple local Arkansas fellas.
Yep.
So Stevens up under center. He's going to go sneak.
I think he's going to get in. He did.
Finally a signal.
At what point are you running it up? It's now 56-7.
That's always a good debatable question, but
I mean, they have subbed. They have brought in most of their second teamers, I guess. And they're running the football. I didn't notice if they brought in a second team offensive line. My guess is they have.
Well, there's always the old adage, if you don't want us to score, stop us.
That's true. I think Coach Spurrier was famous for saying, if you don't like it, get better.
So 57-7, 7 minutes and 42 seconds left in the ball game. Langston is a well-coached team. They have a lot of size. They have a lot of speed.
They're very talented. I've been very impressed with them on both sides of the line. And they're really big on the defensive line. I think their smallest guy's like 280.
This is the kind of discussion that you have with your players that this is a program that we want to be in a few years, and have to keep working hard, recruiting
the Scots
hard.
are definitely on the right track. They've definitely improved the last couple of years.
It's hard to start a program from scratch.
Right.
Fair catch called by
83.
Lane Hickey. So that means the Scots will start at the 25, 1st and 10. So the Scots will send Josh Sierra out to run the offense.
From California, by way of College of Sequoias. He's a senior.
A little different geography from Sequoias to
I would think so.
foothills of the Ozarks. So Grant is in the backfield with Sierra. Hand off to Grant, up the middle.
Not much there.
Picks up one.
They've got some new defensive linemen in the game. Rashid Dorsey from Baton Rouge.
93 still out there clogging it up.
He is. He's a man. I think you got 92.
Finley and Hickey dropped to the bottom of
Another
the
300-pounder.
high snap. Hand off to Grant. 93 got in there and busted that play up. Just look at, so he stands up at next to 57, who he's being blocked by. And it's like David and Goliath.
Yeah, 57 is giving up almost 100 pounds. 92 made the play. Torrin Bourne. He's a 330-pounder from Louisiana.
So 3rd and 7. Finley spread to the top of the screen. Bigham to the bottom. Sierra takes the snap. Straight drop. Well, my goodness.
They had two guys run together. They almost went helmet to helmet on each other. Would that be targeting if you helmet to helmet your own guy?
Carlos Chester and Jr. and Quentin Trice were in on that play.
Both Texans, by the way.
A tight window to throw that ball into.
I'm beating that Texas horse to death, aren't I?
Yes. There's a lot of football players in Texas.
Yeah, they believe in it down there. Nacho's on the punt again. This is punt number 9, I think. Good snap. That was a little
Not a bad
better.
kick. Fielded at the 36. A lot of room to the right by Irons. He's up to the 35. And
Nacho makes the tackle.
yes.
He hit him out of bounds.
So about a 35-yard return where Langston will set up shop.
About the 29.
5 minutes and 56 seconds left. So it looks like Cooper now is going to shift from running back to quarterback. And Isaac Glenn, freshman out of St. Louis, Missouri, will come in to tote the rock for a few carries. But no, Cooper's got a quarterback draw.
He's out the gate, too. Oh, and we hit him late, but they're not going to
Picks
call
up
it.
about 20 yards down to the 10. Extra yardage was able to pick up by a good block by Mark Bledsoe. So 1st and 10 at the 11. Kobe Pickens from Ardmore, Oklahoma's, by way of Bethel College, has entered the game for Langston and is set up to the left of Cooper. He gets the handoff. He cuts inside down to about the 10, tackled by 22.
That's a nice play.
Cam Collins on the tackle. And Jonathan Hicks, 34. So 2nd and about 8. 4:52 left in the ball game. Motion right. Handoff again up the middle to 29. Pickens. It's brought down by Nick Andrews.
There's a 300-pounder for us.
So he's at the 6-yard line. So 3rd and 5. Not sure what happened there, but it didn't work real well. Did he miss his handoff?
I think so. Ladarius Thomas was in on the play right there. Sophomore from South Haven.
Defense holds, and Langston will come on to attempt a 25-yard field goal. Just a little bit longer extra point. Snap, hold, kick.
It's good.
So an extra 3 points will bump Langston's total up to 60. 3 minutes and 20 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Scored Langston 60, Lyon College 7. A lot of fight by the Scots today. Just a little mismatch in talent and size.
Yeah, Langston's ranked number 17 for a reason. That's a good football team over there.
Kind of at a loss for words now.
Well, there's not much to say when your team's trailing 60-7. I guess we could call some numbers. I think these might be some new guys in. Looks like number 40, Nathan Couch, is in on the kickoff return team. 47, Cole Peppers. That's a good name.
That's a good name.
Cole Peppers. Wasn't there a really good defensive lineman named Pepper or Peppers?
Julius Peppers.
Yeah. Where did he play? North Carolina?
He did. 83. Hickey takes the waves for the fair catch, and then
I don't think you can fair catch one guy and then the other guy run it.
Yeah.
So where are we going to get
little confusion.
We get it at the 25? Yeah, it's going to be delay a game, right? Oh, okay.
So you can do that.
I guess you can. I don't really like the whole fair catch on the kickoff. I said that before, but I like to see people return them.
So just to repeat, Hickey calls for the fair catch, but it was fielded by Finley.
And then he took off running.
And he took off running. The whistle blew
the
it
whistle.
dead. And looks like
give it to us on the 25.
The Langston University coaching staff is suggesting that might not be completely accurate interpretation of the rule.
I think they're going to give it back to us at the 10 where he caught it.
So they are marching the ball back. And they're going to spot it. It looks like they're going to walk even further.
Yeah, I think they're going to give us I think it's going to be a delay of game call. Well, that's what we thought up here all along. Maybe they should check with us first. I thought I was wrong once, but I was mistaken.
So Sierra's back at quarterback with Kitchen to his right.
I'd like to see us do something positive right here. I think we're just trying to get to the locker room.
Quarterback draw for Sierra. Takes it up to the 15.
He gained about 5. Carlos Chester Jr. is also on the tackle.
And Rasheed Dorsey. So 2nd and 5. 2:52 left in the ball game. Line trying to finish out on a positive note.
We've got number 13 in the game. That's Jeremiah Bigham.
Braswell back in the backfield. Quick pitch. Got a little room over there. Gets up past the 20 to the 25.
Nice run.
Nice block by 87 Dylan Wyatt from Fort Smith.
He went to the same high school as their kicker.
Devontae White got a little action there on that block on that quick pitch.
Dylan White and Robles, both Fort Smith Southside boys.
Trips to the bottom of the screen. Single receiver up top. Motion. Hand off to Kitchen. He gets a few yards.
A lot of room in there. Torn-born.
Second and 9. 1.5 minutes left.
Yeah, this is probably going to be our last set of downs. I figure we'll run the clock right here.
Not moving to the line very quick.
We're not going to give them a chance for sure to get it again.
Pistol formation. Snap to Sierra, hand to Kitchens. He's got a little room. Closes down quickly, though.
Kitchens will punish you.
Jamar Grice getting his first action. He's from Trophy Club and went to Byron Nelson High School. So
do you know where that is?
That's down around the Fort Worth area. Byron Nelson was a golfer, and interesting that Trophy Club is the name of the city.
Well, Mr. Nelson won a few trophies.
He did. 3rd and 7. Clock ticks down to 30 seconds. This may be the last play of our ball game. Sierra on the quarterback draw. He's got a lot of room to the right. Gets past the 30 and literally upended by 25. Nicholas Fowler.
Yeah, that's going to bring the ball game to a close.
See folks walking across the field. So that's going to do it for our ball game today. The final score, Langston University Lions 60, Lyon College Scots 7. Thank you for watching. Have a great rest of your weekend.
Todd, I enjoyed it.
It was fun, Rodney.
Yeah, appreciate you.